Welcome to my channel. My name is Emmy from Emmy Evolving. If this is your first time joining me, thank you for finding me. If this is not your first time, thank you for coming back. So just bear with me. It's been one hell of a. Just bear with me. I don't quite know where my usual cards are. And I'm just. Oh, it's two-sided. Okay. We'll use this deck as well. Yeah, bear with me. Is there more cards? Oh, yikes. Okay. So I asked what this conversation was going to be about, and what I heard is Karmic Gateway is open. That's telling me that there is something that's happening on the energetics, and it is allowing for intensity. I think I know what the intensity is about and what it will lead to, but at the same time, I'm just tired. I'm tired. And I think whatever this is, it's going to be in the favor of those who need that change. Those of us who are sick and tired of dealing with the things that we're dealing with. I feel like this is a major correction. Oh, this is so thick. I feel like this is a major correction. And whatever this might be, it's definitely something that, as long as you are full of integrity, right? As long as you have clung to your integrity, it should work in your favor. Now, if you're one of the people who have just done really not so good things, I will say this: you're fucked, and I don't care. I'm not even going to pretend to be like sympathetic towards you. Like, for the people who fucked other people over, you get what you get. And whatever you get, I don't care. It's none of my business. It's not what I want for you, but we can't always get what we want. I wanted you to be a good person, but you decided to be an absolute cock-a-doodle-doo, so we can't always get what we want. That's what this feels. Let me take my fucking glasses. I don't even want to see the world straight right now. That's what it feels like to me. Like, whatever this is that's happening, it's just you and creation being over it, just over it, like done with it. And maybe that's what we need to be. We need to be done with all of the caca, just like be done with it. Okay. Now that I've got that tirade out, let's see. Okay. There are two pathways here. Now, I do ClairTarot readings, right? I don't do tarot readings because I didn't memorize none of that caca. I don't memorize nothing. I allow my intuition to be guided through conversations with soul based on pictures. Because the pictures, I have raging ADHD motherfucking D. I'm sorry, I'm just really salty today. I have raging ADHD and I need my attention focused. And that's how I use the cards to focus my attention. So there's two pathways. One involves the usual, like, reading, trying to use, earthly type methods to get through this period. The other one requires you to trust in your soul light, right? I know they're in boxes. I think that's what's pissing me off. I don't know where my lights are. So I have no lights. I have no mic. I have no plants. Breathe. There's something rattling about boxes and boxes. Oh, the good thing about shifting spaces, that's what I'll call it. The M word pisses me off. The good thing about shifting spaces. Oh. You guys, y'all, I found 2 ClairTarot boxes. It's unopened. I don't know if you guys know this, but I printed my own Oracle deck a couple of years back. It was a very limited run. I printed my own Oracle deck, and some folks were asking me, like, when are you going to print it again? I don't know. Life is crazy right now. Don't ask me crazy questions. But I found 2 of them. So here's one. If you are one of the ones who wanted it, I don't even remember the price of it. I'll have to check. I'll have to check my old payment processor to see what it was. But yeah, if you guys like my deck, there it is. That's a good thing about shifting spaces. I'm so, what was I saying? Oh, so this guy, yeah, he's telling you, you have 2 options. You've got 2 options. See that? You got 2 options. And what you need to do is choose whatever option you're going to choose. I don't like this guy. What is he doing? He looks mischievous. I don't know. Look at his face. Money and the cars and the clothes. I just want to be successful. That's what runs through my head. That song, I don't even know the name of the song. Whatever this is, the karmic gates. Oh! Okay, let me tone my drama down because I am irritated, but I don't have to act irritated. Let me just behave. Behave. Okay, so karmic gateway is opening, right? That kind of stung. The karmic gateway is opening. Ooh, somebody was trying to mess up your flow. Someone was trying to mess up your flow. They were trying to do something, and my eye is now twitching. They were trying to do something that would really try and rob you. They were trying to actually be full-blown malignant. Ooh. Like full-blown malignant attempts on you. I know I'm not the only one that experiences that type of caca. Is that why the karmic gateway is being opened? Then that would mean your soul is sick and tired of the bull caca. And if your soul is sick and tired of the bull caca, you know what happens? Whoever this is, they're about to get theirs. I don't feel bad for them. They wanted your money. They wanted your power. See that? They're sitting in the seat that they thought was supposed to be yours. They thought they were able to successfully take this from you. And what are they surrounded by? Fucking nothing. Nothing. That's what they get. They deserve nothing. If they don't feel like what their soul has already, is my voice echoey? Because there's the room is empty. It's empty of my plants. Okay, let me. It's not okay. It is. I'm hearing an echo. It's throwing me off a little bit. Don't worry, my plants will be here within the next week. So, this person, whoever this is, they thought they were going to sit at your seat on the table, in your seat at the table, right? And it's your soul has had enough. The correction is initiated, and whatever this connection is, I'm going to be real here. My girlfriend is against you now because you were there when I needed you, and she doesn't like me bringing you up. Well, I love you, Erin. I do. I'm going to be honest with you. And you can let her know, or she can watch this herself. I don't give a fuck how she feels about me. If she wanted you to be supported by her and not me, she should have been there for you. So you didn't have to come to me. But I'm saying this because I'm grumpy that I have to live stream while I'm changing spaces. So, yeah. I'm kind of at a point where if I've done nothing wrong to a person, like I haven't even interacted with her in quite some time. If I did nothing wrong to a person and they suddenly are upset with me because of their own insecurities, that's their fucking problem. That's their fucking problem. You know, and I hope she doesn't give you a hard time about it. But you might want to remind her, you weren't even going to give her a chance if I hadn't opened your eyes to the reality that it was time to let go of that old relationship. Let's be real here. Let's be real here. Because you weren't able or willing to see what was in front of you, the potentiality of it. So you can let her know she wouldn't even be your girlfriend if it wasn't for me, if it's the same person. So I'm just saying, you might not want to let her hear that though. That might really upset her. But again, her feelings are none of my concern. Okay. Be careful of the people who enter into your life acting as though they're your knight in shining armor, riding in on a white horse. They're not. They're not. They're cosplaying something. They're cosplaying something. They don't even have a sword. All they have is a fucking stick that they set on fire. And that tells me their magic is on fire. Their passion is involved in altering your natural pathway, your natural process. That's a violation of sovereignty. I don't like that. It's one thing to allow magic to facilitate a correction, a redirection, a pivot that was initiated by your soul. It's a whole nother to think that magic can and should be used to completely bypass, override, and disregard the will and instruction of your soul. So be careful with that. This is someone who's trying to override your process. I don't know, maybe by saying something. By the way, Erin, I hope you've been okay. I'm sorry for being an asshole. I mean, you didn't need me to say all of that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You're probably. Now I feel bad. Don't tell her I said any of those things. I mean, you can. I don't want to tell you to keep secrets from her. She's going to get really mad at you. And it's going to be my fault. I don't want to create conflict between the two of you. You've been through enough. You've been through enough, and you've been through enough. So, yeah. Sometimes my mouth is a little too much. And I lack a filter. I'm not offended that she doesn't like me. I'm pissed off that she's adding to your hurt. And I'm not in the type of connection with you that gives me a right to mouth off because I'm upset on your behalf. And I just want to make sure I apologize and hold myself accountable. I'm torn. And my tears are because I'm so angry on your behalf. But I don't have a right to do that. So I feel very torn. You're going to be fine. You're going to be fine. So you need to stop allowing yourself to be emptied. Look at that, pouring it out from every single place you possibly can. Don't allow yourself to be emptied. Don't. It's unnecessary. Thinking that you overgiving, thinking that because you overgive, because you're very present, because you hold yourself accountable, that you're somehow advanced or superior to another person, that's really evidence of how unevolved you are. I think I was talking more to myself with that. With this card where, oh shit, I forgot these cards are front and back. So pouring out, right? Pouring out. But then you turn it around. There's someone who is watching. This is just so hood. I don't have my lights. I can't see shit. What is that? Is that like a chicken? The hell is that? Okay, hold on. What is that? Is that a rose? I think that's a rose. I think that's a rose. Right there. What is that? I think that's a rose. So you're pouring out your energy for your own protection. You're depleting your protection. For what? For this thing? Oh, I don't know. That's a good idea. Because right now, you're really going to need everything. All of your resources need to be focused on what you need to do. It just does. It needs to be focused on what you need to do because, oh, Lord. This is a good thing. This is a really good thing. Okay, because look, this is like the devil in reverse, right? Oh, the devil, the back of the devil. So this was the way it faced. Accelerated change, 5 red candles. Red is amplification, acceleration of your intent. For the wicked ones, even the devil has turned its back on you. I would say you're fucked. I would. I just did. You're screwed because all the things that you've been doing to other people, I'm not even going to address them because they're not even worth my time or energy. To my community, all these things that certain individuals have done to you, have attempted on you, a lot of this you don't even know. You're not even sensing. There's been a lot of attempts to access, to harm, to drain, deplete, to pilfer. Ooh, pilfer is a word. Hold on. Okay. I knew I needed to look it up. I know what the word pilfer means. So it says to steal, and then in parentheses, typically things of relatively little value. So your soul has been allowing this theft of your stagnant energy, of the energy that you really needed to purge out, but you couldn't manage to get yourself to do it. You've been probably existing in a state of awareness of how difficult things are. And it causes you to be afraid of like, how much more will I lose? Well, the only thing you're losing is a thing that you need to get rid of, right? That's the only thing. So there's another message to this card. There are those who are chained to the person who initiated this attempt on you. It's been an attempt on you. They're chained to the foundation. They created an energetic, this is like wannabe high level witchcraft, baneful magic, blood magic type thing. And I say wannabe because the person who initiated this did not have enough power to actually do this. So they bound a couple others to assist them, to facilitate. And those others had no idea about the person you actually are. They just based it on what this person with a forked tongue was saying. You know what I'd like to do to people with forked tongues? Wrap your fucking tongue around. Stop. Jesus loves me. Yes, he does. Yo, if y'all could just give me un momento, por favor. As an adult, I done made myself my own little, my hood as I made some what is that? Snackable. Just let me just have a little bit of my cracker. A little snackable. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm. My little turkey roni. Mm-hmm. Mm. Michael was the one that told me to grab my snackable. Apparently, I'm not mad. I'm just hangry. I'm just hangry. Okay. I'm good now. All right. What is this? Mm. Okay. This fucking heifer. This a heifer. This heifer asshole. I'm telling you. This person was trying so hard to do everything that they could disguised as a white horse to bring you towards a tower event. Not going to work. It's not going to work. Okay? It is not going to work because you're not going to allow it to work. Now, if you look here, there's two beings. There's two beings that are guarding. They wanted you to have a mental breakdown because there's an eye of Horus. That's a pineal. The eye of Horus is your pineal along with your hippocampus and all of that jazz. That's what it is. They wanted to try and force you to have a mental breakdown so you would have a tower moment. That was halted by your soul. That was halted by your soul by allowing you to tap into your Christic consciousness, that gold. Some people might say like it's blonde hair. No, that's gold flowing energy is the message that I'm receiving. Your Christic consciousness allowed you to tap in at least momentarily to your, or your higher self allowed you to tap in at least momentarily to your Christic consciousness. So that way you can stop being so afraid about surviving the red. And you're over here. I'm like that too, y'all. I could just slap myself sometimes. Look at that. You're trying to soothe the feelings, like your decisions are based on trying to soothe the feeling of this motherfucking heifer. Like it's okay. Let me make myself smaller to make you feel comfortable. I was going to say, you need me to shake you. You don't need me to shake you. We need to protect your brain. We need to protect your brain, okay? Ooh. Who is you? What's up, Legolas? You can't tell me Legolas wasn't like the shit. You know what I'm saying? Okay, look at that. Is this you, Michaela? Bitch. Why do you present yourself like this? It might be Michaela. I don't know. Something is protecting you. Something has got you. And here's the thing. When you look at it from the back, Lemurian. This is Lemurian. Oh, is that what it is? The karmic gateways are opening because Lemurian correction is really being solidified in this time space matrix. All those videos you guys are probably seeing pertaining to these like sparkles in the sky, things that cause you to wonder if there's a galactic war being fought. It's all part of Project Bluebeam. Do you guys want to hear the truth before I run out of sunlight? Because there's no lamp in this room. You guys want to hear the truth? The return of Lemuria does not require a galactic war. There's no galactic war that's happening. They're fucking lying to you. Michael says, did you need to? I did. I needed to use a sentence enhancer. Yup. It's like the Emperor's new clothes. Okay, this came in reverse, right? Look at this. Right? They're trying to get you to believe that some type of solar being, meaning Christic consciousness, is going to blow the horn, and they want you to think that you're clothed in some type of, I don't know what, some type of like, I don't know, spiritual robe that's going to make you exempt from the behaviors that you've participated in. No, you will not be exempt. This is for all the wicked people. All the wicked people, your time is up. Oh shit, for real, because that's a cemetery in back of them. Okay, you can't see it, but you can see it on YouTube. Oh my God, look at how the ground is all parched, and that's like a full-on effing cemetery behind them. Oof. Raptors. So I'll tell you a little tidbit about me. Whenever really demonic shit is trying to access me, I really can't be bothered. I'm just like, I don't give a shit. Genuinely. I don't give a shit. I just don't. I have other shit I have to focus on. So whenever something really demonic is trying to access me, is trying to view me, like they're about to try and pounce on me, you know what ends up happening? My soul is like, no, we're going to watch over this little girl a little bit more. And no matter where I'm at, I'll always see some type of raptor just gliding overhead, keeping watch. So this is telling me, for those who are righteous, the raptors are watching over you. The angelics are watching over you. This is not something you need to be afraid of. This is something that you just need to really be like, no, I'm not going to give you permission to access me. No, I'm not going to give you permission to continue to interfere with my own process, especially if you're not bothering anyone. You know what I mean? If you're not bothering anyone, if you are kind of just staying to yourself, minding your own business, focusing on things that are building and healing and increasing your peace, no one has a right to interfere, interrupt, or corrupt. Got you covered. That's the notification I just got. Got you covered, Emmy. Yeah. Yeah, I'll cover my bills. Can you cover my bills? All my motherfucking bills. Cover all them bills. I don't think you do. So you and me are through. Okay, looking for help. Pathway support. Pathway support. So we're going through a very specific type of pathway that's allowing for you to reach even higher levels of manifestation, abundance manifestation. You have to be careful how you travel through this period because there's so many things that are trying to drain your energy, things that want you to deplete your energy on things that don't really matter. Did you guys see anything over here? Did you guys see anything? Any distortion over here? Maybe it was just me. You have to stay really focused on what you need to do, what you want to do. The type of moves that are necessary requires your full focus. There are certain things where, yeah, you can do them while you're conversing, while you're multitasking and all of those other things. But no, this in particular, you have to do it while you're focused. You have to be fully focused on whatever this is. Mm, yeah. Yeah. So this is telling me the foundation that someone else had set to try and interfere with whatever your process is. Like you're seated in a chair made of stone and it's a chair of protection. You see, when the star has a tip at the top, that's protection, especially if it's in a circle. When the star, excuse me, is upside down, the tip is at the bottom, that's satanic. See the difference? Tip at the top versus the bottom. Tip at the top versus tip at the bottom. That there's a difference there. So you are in fact being protected. I wish I had my book on what hairs mean. Hold on. Because is it like creation, creating new things, growth? Abundance, connection to the divine feminine, new beginnings, rebirth, the cyclical nature of life. It's associated with good luck, prosperity, and even trickery. They got tricked themselves. See, look. The hair is between the foundation and your seat. The hair is between the foundation and your seat, the foundation of wickedness and your seat. Because guess what? Your soul equipped you with the ability to gore a motherfucker. They're in your way. You need to get through that. You need to get through that. And you need to hold tight to whatever is yours, not out of fear, but because you don't want to drop it. Why drop it? You don't need to drop it. There's a lot of attempts. Michaela. Michael says to acknowledge. He's aware of the person that's attempting to access my field and energy right now. Oh, shit. Okay. What is this? Y'all. Michael is fucking savage right now. He tells me to go grab from the deck of cards the cards that I had already used and then to shuffle them. And I go to grab it and I'm going to start shuffling. He goes, look again. It's a message. And so I look and these are the 3 cards. Michael's warning you. That's his Goliath ass right there. It doesn't matter how magical you think you are. He will fuck you up on my behalf because I can't be bothered today. I just see, like, look, and he can keep going all day, all night. There's this one song by a Filipino group from like the 90s. All day, all night, I'll break you off. I'll break you off. He'll break you off all day, all night. And guess what? Guess what else happens? When you try something or someone that he has been tasked with protecting, he will initiate a whole ass tower event for you, not me. And he don't give a fuck if someone's helping you. He'll serve it to all of you. Look. And if you think that you're somehow going to avoid his wrath and catch yourself a little fishy, because I'm a Pisces, No, you're not. He'll make sure to turn your ass upside down. So I just drizzle out your cup. I don't know why I said drizzle. BBL Drizzy. You know what I'm saying? That's on you. That's on whoever. I don't care. I really don't. I have other shit I need to do. Ooh, see? That's what I'm saying. You're made for motion. You are. Black holes. Black hole sun. Black hole sun, a pair of quarks stretched to the outermost limit. What does that mean? Don't ask. Shameless sensuality. So something is going to try and create some type of sensual connection with you. Don't believe it. It's caca. I don't know what that means, but it's caca. It's a way to try and trick you. Express gratitude, but it's in reverse. So this is someone who can't appreciate you. They don't appreciate you. I don't know exactly what this is, but they don't appreciate you. Sorry, Tina. Is it the vice versa cards you're using? I honestly, I don't know. Yeah, it is a vice versa. I don't know. I had to go through my smaller box of card stuff, and that yeah, I was just like, I don't know. It's vice versa. Um. Hmm. Hmm. So long as you spend all of your energy on this person, and it looks like they're pregnant, right? Look. Okay, they have a skin melon. There's a watermelon under their skin. You know, my brother said to me when he saw a picture of my belly when I was pregnant, I think with my first child. I said it looked like a rotten watermelon. I was like, you're a dick. It did. It did. If I'm going to be honest with myself, my belly looked like a rotten watermelon. I still put it in his baby book. I don't give a shit. But wait. Okay. Refocusing. Ew. Trying to get your attention. It's trying to get your attention. Like, oh, look at me. It's an absolute pick me. Oh, it's Lilith. Oh, this bitch. Are you really trying to front like your Phoenix energy? What a pick me. Anyways, if you're going to use all your energy on this, they're not going to be grateful anyways. I don't know what you need to do, but when a person is ungrateful, they're ungrateful. And that's that. When a person is ungrateful, they're ungrateful. And you just have to accept it for what it is. There's nothing you can do to convince a person what to believe. Either they're open to seeing their behaviors and their stance and maybe how it's erroneous, or they're not. And if they're so hell-bent on pointing at you, that's a bad sign. That's a bad sign. Are you able to see what it is you're doing, though? Is this someone who's bringing your attention to something that's hurtful, which, Aaron, it can be received as very hurtful if you continue to mention another woman to your woman. So I really should not have inserted my opinions that are based on only a small awareness of what's happening. So it could be something like that, where you're not aware of what you are doing and they're trying to bring your attention to it, but you're not open to receiving that enlightenment. And it's not that they're above you, it's that you're not able to see. It could be a thing of you're so deep in a space of grief that you're seeing things very, very distorted. I know when my mother passed away, I was just very, very angry. And that's how I was processing or coping with the need to grieve, because I didn't allow myself to grieve. Right. So I was very, very angry, and everything was just expressed in a very angry manner. And someone that I had known for quite some time was like, "Why are you so angry?" And I wasn't open to receiving it. So what did I do? Fuck you. And then I blocked them. And this is something that's never been bad to me, right? But I was not in a space where I could receive the truth of my behavior. I could not allow myself to be made aware of how my energy, my behavior, my emotions were negatively impacting other people. It could be something like that. And when I brought it up to my besties, I was like, "Look, this person said blah, blah, blah. Like, am I angry?" Because I didn't think I was. And one of my besties was like, "Yeah, you've been very angry, but I mean, your mom just died." And I was like, "Oh my God. So I've been angry?" And she's like, "Yeah. I don't think you've slowed down enough to process what's happening." And I was like, "You're right." I wasn't willing to hear it from the other person. But because it was such a safe space with my besties, I was able to receive it then. So it could be something like that. Or this person just has no appreciation for you whatsoever. You have to be the one to decide, to discern which one are you actually experiencing for yourself. And then you have to move in accordance with whatever that is. You have to move with love and kindness. You have to move with love and with kindness. You have to be draped with heart energy. I like that. Let's see. Let your emotions flow. So now your soul is really bringing up how you haven't allowed yourself to feel, you haven't allowed yourself to process, to recognize whatever it is that needs to be recognized. You need to allow it. Lilith trying to front like Phoenix energy? Yes. Look, hold on. This card came in reverse, and this is like, it says shameless sensuality. And this is someone who's really trying to just like rile you up, get you to connect, want to drain your energy. And then I realized, like, oh my God, that's an attempt to masquerade as Phoenix energy. Like if you look at her mask, right? The key to wisdom, but it's in reverse. Wisdom just is. There is no door that confines it. The only thing that separates the wisdom from your awareness is your willingness to process and integrate the events that you've lived through, right? Honor Gaia. Oh my gosh. They're choking out the connection. Look. I don't know if you guys can see it because the camera gets all funky. You guys can't see it. Look. So, that fucking weirded me out. Okay, so I was like, look, they're trying to choke out Gaia. She's like exhaling and whatnot. But when I brought it to the camera, this looked like a demonic ass face that was trying to eat the energy. You know what they're trying to release in Iran, right? Did I tell you guys? Oh, I told the sanctuary. I didn't tell you guys. I told the sanctuary. I believe it's in the book of Enoch. He talks about something that's been bound and chained, shackled by the angels, hand and foot shackled beneath a mountain. So the energy harvest has begun. I don't think you guys need to be afraid of the energy harvest, because really everything that I've been saying up to this point is about how your soul has got you. Your soul is fighting on your behalf without even being asked. Your soul is fighting for you. So don't be scared. Just don't get in your soul's way. Reap what you sow. Ooh. But it was in reverse. So it's like the message that I'm getting, this is someone who is so pissed off at your existence that what ends up happening is they feel like their malicious, malignant intentions towards you is your karma. Okay, so I'm supposed to go live in about an hour on TikTok. I was told earlier today to make available the protection tea party. If you are on all platforms except for TikTok, simply click on the QR code or the link at the bottom. For those on TikTok, go to the link in my bio, click on the Hubi link, and look for the protection tea party. A lot of stuff is about to pop off. A lot of stuff. And you need to make sure that you have everything that you need to keep moving forward with minimal interruption, minimal successful interference and distortion of your path. You know what Soul told me earlier today? That I need to make available a workshop for the soul-based business. Make a virtual workshop so you don't have to leave your home. And then it's weird because you listen to the message for this video and it's like, what exactly is happening? Because karmic gates are opening. Someone's trying to mess with you. There's a lot of darkness. There's a lot of distortion. There's a lot of like ugliness and hatred towards you for no reason. Your soul doesn't just want you to have the negativity and awareness of that negativity. Your soul wants you to have a way to push forward towards a goal that's beneficial for you. It's important for you to get to a point where you can see, like, okay, my soul is equipping me with the appropriate things, the things that are necessary for the next portion of my journey. No, I don't have the listing yet. Soul just told me, so I haven't made a listing. But now it makes sense why it was telling me that that was something that I need to make available. Trust in science. It's in reverse. What does this say? The art of critical thinking. But it was in reverse, right? So what is this telling us? I believe this is telling us that something, someone, I don't know, this is going to be different for each of us. Something or someone is trying to convince you that you can just take the word of another person. No, you cannot. You need to do what you need to do to discover things at the depth that your soul says you should discover it at. You need to be aware at the depth that your soul says is necessary for whatever it is you're doing. I think for some, there's going to be a heightened attempt to hijack your journey, to destiny swap. I get real sick of these kind of things. I can't even like tell you how just it irritates me to no end. When people try to do this whole like destiny swapping thing, this attempting to access your energy and your potential and try and take that from you. No one can take anything from you, but when you're afraid of someone else, oftentimes what ends up happening is you give it to them so that they don't harm you in some way. What if I told you the only way for them to harm you is when you give them permission to do it? through fear. I'm getting so pissed off that I'm like really hot. I'm seriously like, I'm all bothered. Let me just, I don't like all my skin exposed. There we go. Major happenings are about to take place for you. I don't care what other people are going to try. All I care about is you have the authority to not allow any of that in. I think what some people might be trying to do is trying to mess with your logic by putting in your head that you can't do it, that only they can do it. They're more better fit for it. This is really, really irritating me. I don't like you guys being messed with. I don't. As you guys saw my reaction to Erin earlier, I don't like you guys being messed with at all. I'm very, very, very protective of the people that I care about, the people that I love. I'm very protective of you guys. And I will even admit, for me, if I love you, if I have like that platonic love for you, I don't even care what you did. I'm like, I got you, boo. I got you. And then after the fact, after I've fucking started shit on your behalf and like smited the foe, then I'm like, motherfucker, what are you doing? Why did you do that? Then I'm like, you shouldn't have done that. You were wrong. I already fucked them up though. Don't worry about it. But don't do that again. That's how I am. Don't be a reflection of those people. Reflect in reverse, right? Don't be a reflection of them. Ooh, and they're okay. The most wicked avian shit that I've ever come across, aviary, bird, the most wicked birds. You would think it'd be like a raptor or something. No, it's a fucking goose, not even a Canadian goose, like a mother goose and a swan. That could be what this is. They're fucking nasty. They're nasty. So the mother goose, I was early in my motherhood. It was still my first baby. And where I live, the public library had like this little pond thingy. It was a pond, and it stretched kind of wrapping halfway around the library grounds. And so the I was seated at a metal snack space. There were chairs and a table. It's all made of not metal, concrete. And so I have my baby. He must have been like 6 months, and he was strapped into his stroller. And we had walked from the library. I just got him a whole bunch of books, and we were having a little bit of snacks. And I was teaching him about the ducks and the geese, because everything was about learning. And I was like, so the difference between a duck and a goose is the blah, blah, blah. And then next thing you know, one of the mother gooses jumps onto the table. And it's like, I was like, the fuck? He jumped on the table and threatened me. I didn't realize they could hiss like that, but it did. And then my survival kicked in. It kicked in. And I took off running. First, I took the snacks and I threw it at the goose. I threw it at the goose. And then I took off running, and I was halfway to the parking lot before I realized I left my baby in the stroller. I left my baby in the stroller. I was like, oh, fuck, my baby. I took off running. So I had to go back. And I had to get my baby. I had to get my baby. They didn't do anything to him because he had his like little canopy down. It's just little footsies were out, and he was having fun. But I went back to get him. And I swear to God, I was so serious. I told all the geese, I will fucking kick you. I will kick the shit out of you. And then I got my baby and I took off running again. And it chased me still. It chased me. I don't fuck with geese. I don't. I don't. I don't. No. After that, no. And then swans. So we camped at this one place in our RV so many years ago, and my kids were still toddlers, like babies. And I just went inside to go get some s'mores ingredients because there was a little campfire, and we were parked right beside the water. One of my kids was already like 13. He knew not to allow his little toddler brothers near the water. So I come out of the RV and they're all just standing there because the swans that were like halfway across had decided to swim to the edge and hiss at my children. And I was like, guys, I will fucking kick you in the water. I'm gonna kick you in the fucking water. And I had to tell my kids to like get in the RV. Camp fun is done because swans are mean. And my kids weren't doing anything. They were just like staring at the swans like, why are they hissing? Survival instinct. Hello, get away. Yeah, they just stood there and watched. And I do have turkey encounters as well. Lisa, why are you snitching me out? So I kind of don't get along with birds. I do, but I don't, because they like me, but I don't like them. So when I was still taking care of my mom, we lived on a golf course, and it's a part of California that has wild turkeys. So there were wild turkeys, and they would just like run through the neighborhood, and everyone was supposed to leave them alone. And I hated them. I'm not sure why. I don't remember anymore, but I hated them. And so one day they were crossing across, they were walking, their whole little crew was walking across our driveway in my mom's bedroom. It faces the front of the house. She totally instigated it. So she calls to me and tells me that my turkey friends are walking across our driveway. I didn't want them on the property. I don't know why. I don't remember. So what I did, without thinking, because I have zero impulse control, I ran out the front door. And I stood in the driveway and I told them that they had to cross the street to cross my side of the neighborhood. I don't know, you guys. I don't know. So I don't think about things sometimes. So I was like standing there. And I guess like they have one turkey that's in charge of everyone. I don't know if it's a girl or a guy, but it stood there. Its family went across the street and we were just like, we locked eyes. And I wasn't actually aiming for it, kind of just in its direction. I didn't really want to hurt it. I just wanted to scare it. So I threw my slipper. It didn't hit it. But I shouldn't have done that because it didn't fly away. Instead, it started coming towards me. And I thought turkeys couldn't fly. That's a fucking lie. That's a lie, because as soon as I threw my slipper, it was really more like a toss. As soon as I tossed my slipper at him, I think he communicated to his family like, this bitch is crazy. We must evac. At which point, 2 houses down to the right, because they were coming from the left, 2 houses down from the right, the ones that had crossed the street, they crossed back and started flying to the roof of a 2-story house. They can fucking fly. And then that's when I was like, oh fuck no, they can fly. Oh shit. And I took off running into the house because I was fucking scared. Turkeys are big, you guys. They're fucking huge. I took off running into the house, and you have to cross my mom's room to get through the house. And she's cracking up. She's like, your slipper is still outside. They can have my slipper. there. I was like, no, fuck that. I'm not going back out there. They can fly. And she was hella cracking up. But the funny thing is, the turkeys ended up being my friend because one day I was live streaming out in the backyard. And the backyard faces the golf course. And what they did, they were on the golf course. And when they saw me in the backyard, they flew over the fence because they could see me. And the big turkeys stayed on top of the fence and they invited their babies to come and just like, I don't know, gobble, gobble, gobble around me. And I was like, you guys, we're friends. Because I was live streaming and I couldn't just take off running. I mean, I can't leave my laptop. I don't know what they'll do to my laptop. So I just stayed there and I was like, so like, guys, there's turkeys. I'm scared. I know. I did choose the biggest birds to have beef with. I'm telling you, I don't have impulse control. And if like, I don't like you, I don't care how big you are. I will just like start shit with you. I absolutely will. I absolutely, if I feel like, you know, you about it, I'm about it too. I don't give a fuck. Yeah. That day I absolutely gave a fuck. I ran in the house. So then later on, they're now my friends. And they bring their babies over regularly. And then whenever we drive through the neighborhood, if I see them kind of like doing whatever, I roll down my window and I scream at the top of my lungs, hi, friends. And they usually like stop and stare at me. Or they'll kind of just like, go, and go the other way. So I think they know me. Because after a while, I did start feeding them in the backyard. I had my own little like Disney princess moment for like a month or two. I was feeding them. I was feeding squirrels. I was feeding all kind of shit because that was my sibling's house. And I really I didn't care that wild critters were marking his home as a soup kitchen. I didn't care. Yeah. And then he thought it was our other sibling. He thought it was our other sibling that was like feeding the animals or leaving food out for the animals. He was so mad. I didn't want to tell him like, oh no, I've been leaving food out intentionally. He goes, it's a fucking petting zoo out there. I go, don't pet them. They're not friendly with everyone. Because he seen me talking to the turkeys and I guess he thought they were friendly. And I was like, they're not friendly with everyone. Don't pet them. Don't go near them. They'll attack you because they have babies. But yeah, no more. Higher perspective. You have to allow yourself to see the reality of what it is you are being asked to go through. This is the greatest potential you will ever have in your life. Even if what you do right now is not something that comes to full fruition immediately, if you initiate it now, like I promise you, this is something that's going to carry through the abundance. It's going to carry through for pretty much the rest of your life. But you have to set the foundation now, whether it's like a mental foundation, emotional foundation, both, business foundation. I don't know, but you need to start doing it now. You need to begin exploring. Your soul is directing you. Which direction? Ooh, either seeing with your third eye or feeling with your heart. Both are acceptable, and at certain times, each one will be necessary on its own. So, destruction. Ooh, let's see. Someone tried to weave a web. They tried to weave a web of bullshit that was intended to tear you down, to stop your progress, to sabotage, all kind of different things. This someone might be a full-on fucking demon. It might not even be a human being. It might be a demon that sometimes uses humans to try and access you. There's a lot of demonic things that are like that. So you need to be aware. You need to be aware, and you need to not focus on one specific person. You need to focus on the energy register. How does that energy register to you? Because each sovereign being, the consciousness, has a very unique frequency signature. It's like your fingerprints. It's how you can identify things. The alchemist. Your signature needs to be changed because for some reason they're able to track you. So this is about changing the way your signature registers. Is there something that is available tonight? One second. Let's see. Let us see. Okay, so the ORAF malignancy binding is a good one. Malignant derailment blocker is a good one. Tree of life graft. Have you ever seen how a tree is grafted? You can turn an apple tree into part apple and part like nectarine. You just have to graft. That's one thing that would change. That's one thing that would change it. So for the things that I'm talking about here, malignant derailment blocker, ORAF malignancy binding, tree of life graft, clone droid defense activation, that will fuck shit up. It will fuck shit up with little interaction from you, little to no interaction from you. Let's see. Ooh, ancestral inheritance activation is a good one for this period. And just so you guys know, the activations for today, although you might have had it before, today is a very specific energetic pathway that's going to be used. It's a lot. It's a lot. So it's going to be slightly different than what you've received before. If you're like, should I do it again? I've received it before. It's going to be slightly different because of the type of energy that's going to be used and the pathways. So love, this is whatever this thing is, it's not doing stuff to you out of love. Yeah, the tea party for tonight. The tea party for tonight. You have a little gaggle gang. I don't like turkeys. I once had a roadrunner chase me too. Actually, several times. I had a roadrunner stalking me from inside my RV. It was just like waiting for me to look out the window for maybe like 30 minutes. I'm not even joking. Like it knew when I was in the back of the RV and it was right by that window. And when I moved towards the front of the RV, it moved to that other window. When I moved to the other side of the RV, it moved to that window and was staring at me from outside the window. Movement. Ooh. So sharing that story about the roadrunner. Your movement should not be dictated by the things that are malignant. Your movement should not be dictated by the things that are trying to access you and harm you. Own your fucking space. Did I tell you guys about that story about La Familia? You know what that is? I shouldn't tell that story. I shouldn't. You have to own your space. Because if you don't own your space, the things that are predatory in nature, it emboldens them. It makes them, if they were just like irritated with you and now they're recognizing you're not owning their space, now they're like, ooh, you're someone I can fuck with. I don't think so. I don't want trouble, but I don't think so. As a matter of fact, I'm certain you can't fuck with me. Having that type of resolve, that type of commitment, to owning your space is so crucial right now. It is so crucial. So last summer, you guys saw one person in particular, but there were several. The others kind of were just like flicked right off. The first one tested to see if they could go ahead and control my reaction to their foolery. No, you can't. And then they brought their little friends in. And then it was this thing of maybe if we gang up and send out our audience to mess with this girl, we can run her off this platform. Hey, TikTok, I'm still here. Still not giving a fuck. Yeah. If something tries you and you hold your ground, like, no, you'll be dealt with, but not by me, by the appropriate response. Because response is you thinking about what you want to do about something that's presented to you. A reaction is someone triggering you and telling you how to feel, how to act, how to respond. No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. So, what do? You keep doing you. That's it. If you've been kicked out 3 times or 7 times in 3 years, and you just keep going and keep moving, and I'm not trying to shame you, but this is something to consider. It's not a message or a question of are you the problem? That's not the point here. Are you learning from the problem that your soul is presenting you? Because with that same pattern repeating 7 times in 3 years, that's telling me not that you're the problem, that there is a problem that's being utilized by soul to bring your attention to something. But as part of your trauma response, because that could be very traumatic, as part of your trauma response, you're instead just continuing going. You're continuing and allowing yourself to be very busy and preoccupied with a very justifiable need to survive. That's justified need. And you're not actually learning the thing that your soul is bringing you to this circumstance to learn. So the whole concept of, well, you're the common denominator, maybe you're the problem, that needs to be tossed out. That's irrelevant. That's irrelevant. What needs to be asked is, what is my soul tasking me to learn during those periods? And I think you'll find that there's common denominators there. And I don't mean you are the common denominator. I'm talking about specific factors, specific types of circumstance that piles up and leads to that specific outcome. I think if you can learn that, you won't repeat that pattern again. But, you know, the need to survive is very important. Is very, very important. Maybe because I've camped out for a prolonged period, like dry camping. Maybe dry camping, if you're going to be in a nature space, like dry camping in the woods, be safe though, okay? If you're dry camping in the woods, that's actually something that will help to ground you and help you to better see what it is that your soul is trying to present to you. All I've been needing, thank you so much. There definitely has been. Now I got to look into it. Angie, you are the community. You got to help yourself first. Don't allow that mindset of I want to help the community derail you from helping yourself first. You have to be stabilized. You have to be in a space of peace. And it doesn't matter if your stability and peace is while you're camping or after you've bought a home. That doesn't matter. I'm talking about this internal state. You have to enter into that internal state before you can genuinely help other people. I want you to be okay. The community understands. We all understand because we all go through this stuff, right? We all go through this period where it's like things are really bad for us and we feel it. And then as empaths, we think about, oh my gosh, what if other people are going through this as well? Like, I know I'm going to get through this, but like, I don't want other people to get harmed as they go through this struggle. I know I'm going to be okay. And I know this because I did this. What my soul wanted me to do was make myself okay first and foremost so that I could be of even greater help, so I could stand as a testament to the tenacity of soul. For those of you who have watched me go through the life things that I've gone through, and at no point have I thought or seen myself as a victim of circumstance, victim of people's maliciousness. No, I don't see it as that. I see that I help to co-create specific circumstance, most likely unintentionally. And my part in co-creating that is going to help me learn something that only that hardship could help me learn, just because that's the way I learn. And if you learn that way, that doesn't mean you're bad, you're dumb, or you're drama. See, for the people who can learn by just like someone tells them and they're like, okay, I believe you, I won't do that. That's lovely. Truly, it's lovely because you can move on to the next lesson and you stay at that level that the lesson taught you at. For those of us that can't learn like that, you have to learn it on your own terms and you have to go through the hardship and the struggle because that's how you are. Guess what? That lesson that was right here, you've now went and you've elevated it, expanded it. It's some fuck shit that's happening, but boy, oh boy, when you're done with it, it's like the difference between taking basic English class and an AP literature class. I mean, you're learning kind of the same thing, but the AP is far more expanded. It's like that. So if that's how you learn, then that's how you learn. Yeah, it's going to suck. But oh my gosh, the wisdom that comes with it, you just have to commit to seeing it all the way through. And once you do, the wisdom that comes with it will forever change your life. It will forever change your life. Like the things that I learned during those periods, I will never allow myself to be the version that I was then, because the version of me that I was then was a version that invited, allowed, perpetuated maltreatment from other people. I no longer need to punish myself. I no longer need to feel guilty for existing. I'm here for a reason, and I needed to learn that even if I don't know the reason why I exist, I have to honor my existence. It's just one of those things. It's one of those things. And I don't sit here as a guru, someone who's like, I've been trained under so and so and this certificate, that certificate, and all of this stuff. No, I'm a stay-at-home mom. I didn't finish college. I was homeless for a period. And all of these different life struggles that I've been through, I no longer see them as struggles. I see them as the most beautiful gifts that my soul has given me. Opportunities to learn about me and parts of my purpose, and learn it in such a way where I will have no question, I will have no doubt, and I will have no more resistance to what? To whatever I was made to do. What is that? For now, it's just to be witnessed. And I think that's kind of my main mission in life. Just to be witnessed by whoever it is I need to be witnessed by. Just witnessing me be my authentic self, not some manufactured authenticity. I mean, I'm sitting here with no makeup on, hair was not brushed today, surrounded by boxes. And you're not here for the aesthetics. You're here for the conversation that needs to take place. And it's a conversation between the self and the soul for each of us. Conversation between the self and the soul. Your soul's not trying to punish you. You're misunderstanding the gravity of the opportunity you're presented. Struggle is optional. Pain is the greatest teacher we'll ever have. When you hurt, and I'm not saying hurt yourself or harm yourself or invite others to do it. I'm saying when you hurt, there's a reason for that. There is something being learned. And if you allow yourself to be present as you go through that, you'll begin to see every time you've been disappointed, every time something has fallen through or someone has completely just feels like they abandoned you or rejected you, you are simply pivoting. You are being redirected by soul back onto a path that's more appropriate for you. Everything's going to be fine. And it's not everything's going to be fine because I want you to believe it. I'm telling you, I am living proof that everything's going to be just fine. How? Do you know how many people have tried to kill me with witchcraft? Please. Do you know how many people have tried to completely destroy my business for no reason? Outside of they're pissed at me, they can't access me. What did that do? Absolutely nothing. Do you know how many people have tried to convince me that I'm a wicked demon? I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. Why? I know none of that is true. How? Because I've seen the way I move through all those circumstances, and not once have I ever lost my integrity. Not once. I've never wanted to harm someone. Let me be more accurate. There have been periods where I'm like, this fucking bitch. Okay? That's the real reaction. And then when I allow myself to process the emotion, even just for a few minutes, okay, got that out. It is what it is. It is what it is. Is it enough for me to take legal action? No? Okay. Carry forward. That's it. That's it. It's okay to have a human moment. It's okay. That doesn't mean you've lost your integrity. When you start acting upon those intrusive thoughts that encourage you to betray who you actually are, that's not okay. That takes you from your space of integrity. That takes you from what it is you needed to learn. It's okay. Everything always ends up okay. Why? Because I'm favored? I'm no more favored than you. No less either. And I think the problem is not that you're not favored by creation. It's not that you're not loved and protected by your soul. It's that you refuse to see, believe, and accept that you are. See what you believe? It's what creates your reality. The human brain is a biomachine that's designed to reprogram standing scalar waves. Standing scalar waves are what creates your projected external existence, your individuated identity, your perception of being separate from your environment, from other people. That's because of the specific type of calibration of your apartheid filters on your outermost auric membrane, your auric shield. So what you believe is what patterns your shield. It's what patterns your perception, and what you perceive solidifies that inkling feeling that you had. When you feel like someone can dominate you, that someone has authority over you and can dictate to you, you allow that. Not saying you deserve that. Not saying it's your fault. I'm saying you have the power to allow or disallow. Which will you choose? Because when you begin to see your part in the co-creation of that experience, you can then begin to open yourself to actively, consciously choosing which option of experience you will have. So, are you starting to see how powerful you are? The only time someone else actually has power over you is when they can convince you that they do. The moment you begin believing that, you have handed your power over to them. Yep. I am a full believer in that. Very full, very deep believer in that. But I don't fuck with birds. Thank you, Angie. Thank you, Linda. Yeah, I don't fuck with birds. Birds is something else. They move fast. They look fucking crazy. They're like little velociraptors. You see what velociraptors do in Jurassic World? I don't think so. I don't fuck with that at all. I don't think so. Oh, see, look at the feet. Gross. Dare to dream, but it's in reverse. So there's this harpy biatch There is this crooked cooter harpy biatch that's trying to steal your jewels. What are your jewels? What are your jewels? Your dreams. Why are your dreams jewels? They're basically a reminder of the game plan that your soul has for you in this life. These dreams that you have where you see yourself doing this, doing that, and you're like, oh my God, that would be so cool if I did that one day. And your soul is giving you that dream because that's actually what you're going to be doing one day. I had this dream when my family was very, very, very young. Um, so my husband, he is a Silicon Valley tech guy, and we lived near Silicon Valley. So that was perfect. Perfect. And I used to have this dream, and it seemed like so impossible and so far away, where we could just stay home, he and I, and just focus on our family. And at first, the dream was this thing of like he could find a remote job where he can stay at home and work from home. And then the dream kind of shifted into this thing of, I don't know how, but my dream is that both of us just stay home and focus on our kids, focus on our family, where neither of us have to work. It wasn't this dream of being wealthy or like winning the lotto. It was just this dream of us being able to focus on the things that are important, just being ourselves and being with our family. Do you know what I do now? Everything that I dreamed. Because this, it's not work to me. Technically, it's work, but spending time with my online community is not work to me. I mean, how could I stay on a live stream for an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours? Expedites, I'm usually live for about 4 hours straight. How can I stay on a live stream that long with no breaks and still be joking around and happy and just hanging out? Because to my heart, it's not work. It's me spending time with my online family. I'm doing and living everything that I dreamed of 20 years ago. I didn't know how I was going to get here. Do you need to know? Or do you just need to get out of your own way and allow your soul to do what needs to be done to prepare you for what you are here to do? You know what my soul had to do to prepare me for what I'm here to do? It had to have me go through so much horrible shit. And for those of you who have been part of my journey for any length of time, you know I'd be going through some really fucked up shit. Like, what the fuck? I don't fucking know where it's coming from. Seriously. The last person that tried, I didn't even know this woman existed until one day I was live and people were like, Emmy, have you seen the video? What video? And halfway through that live stream, I was still fucking around. Uh-huh. I have no idea what anyone's talking about. So, I mean, what is it? Are you afraid of your dreams coming true? Or is it more of you don't think you deserve to live the life of your dreams? Because let me tell you something, you're already doing that, except you're thinking so far into the future. So for me, it took me quite some time to get to the point where I got out of my own way. And it even took me even longer to realize that, oh my God, this was my dream like 20 years ago. And now, as I'm living this dream from 20 years ago, I'm also in a space where it's like I see the other dream that my soul is showing me. Yo, The level of bougie. Stop. Don't activate that in me. Stop. I tell soul, like, that's too much. Stop it. It's too much. When will it happen? And if you guys are wondering, like, what is your soul showing you? Wealth beyond compare. What does that mean? That I'll be the wealthiest person who has ever lived in the history of humanity. I mean, I thought you don't like money. I don't. I don't. Why would you need that? Well, because if I have all the money, you won't need it anymore. What do you mean? If I have all the money, doesn't that mean that I have the ability to own everything? You think you need to pay for your house? I mean, fuck, I'm not living there. Go live in it. You think you need to pay for electric? Yeah, put that shit for free. Put it on my account. You think what? For education? No, that's your right. Whatever you want to learn, that should be free. Put it on my tab. You think you need to pay for healthcare? For unnecessary medical procedures? You think you're going to need to have, like, what, pre-approval? Fuck insurance. I'll pay for it. What do you need? Then that's what we'll do. Oh, but I can't pay you back. I didn't ask you to. And for people who know my history from when I was still on Facebook only, I've raised so much fucking money for other people. Hundreds of thousands of dollars. Not even joking. No exaggeration, no nothing. Name one person. There is one person. Name one person I've asked to pay me back. I don't even know who I've helped. Honest truth. I knew when I was doing it who they were, but I don't know. But one person does stick out, and I was just being a bitch because this person was trying to play with me. Meaning, they were in cahoots with a person who defrauded me of several $1,000s to curse my children. They paid someone to curse my children. So yeah, I was like, you still owe me money. Yeah, that's the only person. But I just wanted to make them feel uncomfortable. Like, we're not cool, homie. Yeah, not a single person. And you'll see, if you join me for live streams long enough, you'll see every so often there'll be someone on one of the platforms. Emmy, you did this, this, and this for me years ago. I hope you're doing good. I mean, if you say I did, okay, I hope you're doing good. Thank you. Stop, that was years ago. I'm sure you already said thank you. So what am I trying to say? I don't know how I'll get there, and I'm really not interested in knowing in advance. All I want is for my soul to continue to be able to guide me and nudge me and keep me on track with whatever it has planned. So Michael just whispered as I was saying that I just want to stay on track with whatever my soul has planned. And Michael just whispered to me, you're about to help so many people. I'm trying to remind myself to have compassion for myself. Because whenever I hear that, it triggers a part of me that's just so frustrated. Because everything I'm doing now, I could have done years ago, but decided not to, in order to be able to shrink myself and hide the gravity of who I am and what I'm capable of, to make insecure people feel more comfortable with my existence. And it's not that upsets me. It's the awareness that so many of you who have gone through so much and are still going through so much, I could have already helped you. I could have already helped. And because I'm stubborn, which works really well if you're consistently hunted by demonic shit. Because I'm so stubborn, I've kept you guys waiting for so long. I just got a notification. It says, what's worth it plus what it costs. And Michael says, the best things are worth waiting for. And that everything I've been through between now and back then has further expanded, amplified, and elevated the purpose that I'm here to fulfill. And he says I'm right on time. And the only reason I feel this way is because the gravity of whatever I'm here to do is so profound that my limited life experience has no space for grace for self. Like, stop talking. Because you're just going to make me cry more, and I still have to live stream. He says to tell you guys, part of the root of why I'm crying. Like, I can tolerate my own suffering. I can shoulder my struggles. I have no problem doing that. I can't stand seeing other people hurt. Like, I can't stand it. I can't stand knowing other people are in pain. And I have the capacity to eliminate their pain. That's what I can't stand. And it just is what it is until I am what I need to be. And it's getting there. I'm getting there. No, you're not. Michael is trying to make a gym analogy. You're so stupid. He's trying to make a gym analogy. This guy is so fucking stupid. I swear to God. He's like, what? You like gym analogies? He says it's the equivalent of someone who has just started their fitness journey, wanting to lift as heavy as I've been able to lift, and crying about it, wasting their time and their energy crying about it, rather than allowing the time and energy to go towards not just lifting and increasing strength, but more importantly, the recovery portion. Did you know that your hypertrophy, your ability to grow muscle, is very much dependent on your ability to rest, replenish? You won't grow no matter how heavy you lift if you don't take in what's necessary. If you don't give your body that quiet time and quiet space so that it can focus everything on healing itself. And he says, why do you think you're injured again? I don't know, because I'm fucking stubborn. Because demons. Because demons. I can feel some way about it, or I can use my energy to heal instead. One of the perks of the job, right? Dealing with things that other people can't handle. That's okay. I can handle it, and I was made for it. It's inconvenient, but it'll never stop me. You need to have compassion for self. This compassion for self includes the need to use your antlers in the way they were designed to be used in the event that someone tries to stop you from what it is you're here to do, whether it's your self-healing, whether it's your shadow work, your inner child work, whether it is part of your ascension mechanics and someone trying to interfere with it. Use your antlers in the way they were designed to be used, which is what? I don't know. If you need to gore something, go ahead. In reality, they have no power over you. They have no power over you. They have no dominion over you. The only dominion demonic things have is the dominion you give them over you. So then don't. So guys, I found 2 sealed boxes of my Clair deck. I don't know if I'm going to reprint this. I'm not sure yet. But I found 2. And I'm going to be listing them on my website. I don't know where the rest of my cards are. These are the only ones I have. But yeah, I've had people asking me when I'm going to list it on my website again. There's only 2. So first come, first serve. The thing about my deck, I'm not friendly, Chota. Sorry. Cards like this that have sigils, they also do automatic activations. The sigil cards, and there's quite a few in there. So that one is for attract. It's to bring to you the very things that you want and need for the next part of your journey. So it's a very powerful deck. Yeah, there's only 2. 2 are sealed. Yeah. I can't believe I found this. One of the perks of shifting spaces. So, okay, one final card and then I gotta go. I'm gonna be live in a few minutes on TikTok alone. If you would like to purchase an expedite where I'm going to work on you personally, I do a reading, scan. I can do quite a few different activations. Today's focused on protection. Simply go to the link in my bio. And click on the Hoobie link, and then look for the protection tea party. So one final card. Oh, that's not it. Sorry, guys. Okay. Let me take that up. Here goes. Here goes. Oh, 2 cards. Oh, shit. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7. Okay. So first and foremost, this card right here. So this is a void that exists inside you. You are so well equipped for everything that it is you need to do. You have all these appendages, right? You need to start using them. Use them. This void that exists inside you, it needs to be filled. This is how you get breached. When you have voids that exist inside you, the parts of you that often are the most powerful, the parts you reject. And when you reject it, it leaves a void. And then you know what happens? Parasitic shit has been unleashed. It is what it is. It's been unleashed. And when they detect voids existing within your space, they go in and occupy it. That's how you get infested. All you got to do is start embracing all your parts, because once you do, because right now you're in upside down mindset, right? Once you begin embracing it, you go right side up. You can see yourself appropriately again. There's 7 rays of creation, all of them super infused by Christic consciousness. It's like creation is trying to hold your chin up, like, don't get down on yourself. Hold your chin up. Everything's going to be fine. You're going to be perfectly fine. It's going to work. It's going to happen. You need to reclaim your identity. See the shadow aspect across the face right there and down there? Something has tried to convince you that you're not what you actually are. Fuck those bitches. They don't even know anything. They like to just talk, talk, talk. Buddha palm them. Don't do that. I would, but don't do that. I think for some of you, all of those intrusive thoughts, they need to be Buddha palmed. They need to be smacked away from you, and you allow the parts of you back home. Okay. Whatever parts of you rejected, I promise you, those are the parts of you that you need right now, because those are the parts that have the capacity, the ability, the willingness, the desire to do everything you need to do right now. Everything you need to do right now. Do you guys know that I'm a writer? That I write things? I'm told to, because that's a part of me that's coming forward, right? I'm told to go ahead and read you just a small part of one of the chapters. And yes, I wrote about the history of me and my husband. I'm going to read you 2 paragraphs, okay? And I'm going to go. And no, this is not like some type of sex book. Y'all are not going to get any of that from me. I'll do that under a different name. I'm joking. I'm not doing that at all. Okay, so here it is. Okay. He looked at me deeply, his bare hands gently running down the side of my naked body, still wet from my bath. I matched the intensity of his stare and feelings. This moment was forbidden, but I didn't care. I heard his heart silently speaking to mine. It said, through every time, space, and existence, I will seek you and love you as I do in this moment, whatever the cost to me. My heart has never forgotten, and neither has his. I don't quite know how to tell our story, as it is one that is complex even in its simplicity. How do I explain how someone else exists as my heart beating outside of my body? my breath outside of my lungs? How do I convey my willing decision to give up my immortal existence if he cannot always be by my side? To honor him in our history, I'll try to share small parts of an unknowable love story that echoes through every life I have ever lived up to the one I have today. Y'all don't want to know what happens in this. It's traumatic. It's hella fucking traumatic, but if you're nosy and you want to know, you have to wait. You have to wait until the book is fully done. That's a long ass book too. All right, guys, I gotta go. If you would like me to work on you, simply go to the link in the comment on all other platforms or click the QR code on the screen. For TikTok, go to my bio, click on the link in my bio, and then click on the Hoobie link, and you'll see the Protection Tea Party. Guys, give me like 15 minutes and then I'll be live on TikTok. Okay? TikTok. I will see you guys again very soon. Bye, everyone.